have decided to revisit and actually go into depth and explain what you need to do in order not to find yourself in an ugly situation where there's a regret. I have decided to run a lot of things to explain to you because I found out that many of us are very poor in decision making. Very poor in decision making. And if our just must go far, then I must have sound people who can make correct decisions that will not give me stress. Many of you make poor decisions because you have bad friends. Some of you still depend on prophet to tell you what to do. Rubbish. They will fail, you will fail. Because that's not how God designed you. You are a spirit being who have a soul and live in a body. In your soul, there is a mental faculty for reasoning. There's an emotional part of you there. And then there is an intellect. But many of us don't develop it. You just think you are just human flesh and blood. No. Yeah, there are 5 senses that operate in your physical body. But things operate in the realm of your soul. And for you to be a success, you must make wise decisions in a timely manner. I've come to realize that light and understanding in your life will make you take good decisions that will propel RGS forward. Repetition brings reputation. Good reputation. For you to keep repeating something, you have to be patient and persevere. A great vision will always come with opposition. If there's something you are doing new here, or you are, people will oppose it. If people don't oppose your assignment, if there's no opposition, it means you are not really on the right track. Now, don't also mess it up. When you are messing things up and complain that you are messing up, go back and admit it. There are situations you find yourself. What principles guide you? See the principle God has given to you, or what the society is giving to you. A lot of people are influenced now by social media, by bad friends. What guides you? What influences your decision? What influences your choices? When faced with difficult situation, do you keep grumbling? Daniel was a slave, serving in a foreign land. He did not allow that to influence how he served, how he operated. And that was one of the foundations of his success. Some of you complain a lot. I tell you some complaint that I hear. So my salary is not enough. Salary will never be enough. But first of all, your mindset must change. Salary will never be enough. Because when we add to it, in the next 1 week, you have upgraded yourself. You have upgraded your taste bud. And it will never be enough. Sometimes, some of you, when you go to an environment, you are comparing yourself with yourself. And the Bible says don't do that. Because it will drain you. Make sure you have friends who are focused and they have a direction where they are going. Daniel was a captive. He was a slave. But he did not allow that slave mentality to make him walk the way he was doing. The way he was supposed to. He walked as a free person. And that was where he was able to achieve all he needed to be. Some of you in this environment, the way you walk, do you walk as if you have carried the job on your head? Or as, it doesn't matter. I told you that I was commending Sarah. You see somebody driven, not with a mindset of eye service. Well, let me carry this thing on my head. There are things we notice about Daniel. There was repetition. He was always repeating his success principle, repetition. He never deviated from those ways. Some of you get swapped. You get swapped. Repetition. Repetition creates reputation. He was reputed for his consistency, his discipline, and his excellence. He served and he did it repeatedly. Even his prayer, how many times was he praying? Repetition. So even in an corporate environment, even in this kind of place, not everybody will applaud you. But just know that and focus on it and give your best and hold on to your God and you'll be a success. What you consistently behold, you become. What you consistently look at, you become it. What you consistently behold, you become. What you consistently behold, if you keep beholding criticisms, faults, and all those things, you become it. What you consistently behold, what you constantly talk about happens in your life. It's a law of attraction. You want chaos, focus on chaos. Stop focusing on negativisms, on the poisonings around, and you attract blessings. If you don't understand your history, you will not care about where you are going. The quality of your choice and decision making depend on your thought process, your belief system, the light you consistently behold, your associations, your friends. The friends you keep will either push you in the right direction or push you in a negative direction. Your friends you keep, the materials you focus on, will influence you, will give you knowledge, will give you insight, and give you influence, persuasion. Have you not seen people because they were surrounded by a group of people, because the way they were thinking, they influenced you towards negativism? Have you ever seen when riots are taking place, everybody shouting, before you know it, people are doing what they are not supposed to do? So remove yourself from those negative influence. Remove yourself. When people are gossiping, remove yourself. Can they depend on you? Can I consult you? Can we talk? Or you still want to be at that level? Well, I'll be shouting directions for you. You don't help you.